My name is Harvey Moon, and I'm a new media artist here in Chicago, Illinois. My work is the creation of tools using new media, technology, electronics, robotics, and software in a way to make tools that can create new and interesting pieces of art that you might not be able to make on your own. This is where it all started. It's a very simple mechanism. It just uses two motors and a little servo to pick the pen off the page. And it's driven by an Arduino that tells it how to move to that spot. And then an algorithm written in processing that actually decides how to draw and picks where and what movement it's going to make and what gesture it's going to follow. The drawing machine that I'm running now, it's grabbing images from Google Earth and it's pulling satellite imagery and drawing it at random. So it doesn't actually know where this place is, but it's creating a map, an impossible map. And I think that loss of communication and that failure for a machine to communicate properly is what I find exciting, and the randomness in which it produces these results. I always had really intricate images of work that I wanted to make, but my own ability to draw was limited. And I thought by extending my own abilities through a machine, I could create these drawings that I always wanted to make. When I started deciding to be an artist, it started melding a bunch of different interests together. Eventually the fabrication process converged with programming into a new form that I got really excited about, where the programming could augment the physical world and make something move in an interesting and creative way. I created a way for the drawing machine to produce work completely unaided by humans. And the way I did that was I put a Cricut in a box, and I had a camera track the location of that Cricut around space. And as that Cricut moved, it would draw in real time on the wall. So unknowingly, the Cricut was the artist, creating the drawing over time. But that was a complete lack of control on my part. I produced the system for it to create the work, and then I let the bug grow wild. And I find that the authority and who is the artist, the collaboration between the Cricut and the machine, and then me as the producer of the experience, is all a really interesting concept of who is really making the work. The typewriter piece is one that I was commissioned with my friend Alfredo Salazar. We worked together to produce a typewriter that could type by itself. We worked together on the electronics and the kinetics and the whole system operation. We created a custom solution so that Abe could write his own writing while he wasn't around. And the piece was for his mother who had passed away. And he wanted to be able to recite this passage over and over to her. And we gave him the ability to enter his own text into the typewriter and have it write for him. I think a lot of my video work harps on that a little further, of how time can be non-linear. As humans, we see from the past to the present to the future one line that moves through that time. But with a computer system and software, we're just representing that. If you were to dismantle that sequence, there's a new understanding of each moment. The bus piece I did was tracking buses as they moved down. And there's one tour bus in Chicago that would take the same turn at this one corner. And I stood there and photographed every single one and then spliced each frame to match up. And the moment and the gesture of its movement was played out by a multitude of different buses making a turn. The way that we live in the moment, it's hard for us to notice these gradual progressions of things. And my work is meant to bring that timeline into something that we can comprehend, that we can look at and see the depth of it. So I use technologies and might hack them or reinterpret them or reuse them from other devices to create things that I've never seen before and produce works that could never have been made another way. I think the role of an artist is to create a conversation. Becoming a catalyst for new and interesting ideas is what making art is really about. It's what makes it so exciting. The ability to share your own thoughts, express your ideas, is really what I find most gratifying